So I had a client reach out recently and ask, I don't understand, my dog suddenly started growling at my children during the day. It usually only happens at night. Now, the thing is, this person has been correcting at night. So when they catch the dog doing it, they'll yell at the dog goes to the bed, I guess situation solved temporarily, boom. So the question is like, well, if I'm correcting the behavior, why now is it escalating during the day? And whatever a dog practices, they get good at. And whenever we correct with words over action, the behavior persists longer and sometimes exacerbates and gets worse. So what would be the proper form of correcting without words here? It's whatever the dog perceives as a correction. So if I had a squirt gun and the dog perceived it as a correction, I wouldn't say no. I wouldn't squirt the dog and then say no. I'd simply just squirt the dog, act like it wasn't me. And I would do that right when the dog growled. Now, after the growling, after the dog was corrected, then I might send the dog to the bed. I might. Definitely might consider that. Now, let's say the correction was the classic bonker, where you just have a rolled up towel with some rubber bands or something, and you have a sturdy dog. It's not like a Yorkie, and you throw the towel at it and it flies across the room. Yorkie, not towel. Once the Yorkie's hit with towel, we don't want that. What we're looking for more so is the right size towel for the right size dog. Now, some dogs are just going to chew that towel up. They're not going to care. But the point is, you're trying to interrupt that dog's behavior at the moment it's thinking of doing it or starts to do it. So as you see the dog paying the child attention, maybe before the growling, that's when we would correct. That's when we would send the dog to the bed. Now, for someone that's doing e-collar training, the idea here would be you would start at 0, turn up the dial till the dog cared, and when the behavior stopped, you would let go of the button. That simple. But you would want to do that without the words. You would want to do that without saying no, without the yelling. You want the dog to associate the behavior itself with the correction, not you. When the dog associates us with it, it's a battle against dog versus us, and they can easily win that. So another case might be the dog goes, okay, you caught me digging, you yelled at me, I stopped. You catch me digging, you yell at me, I stopped. The dog doesn't think don't dig, it just thinks don't get caught anymore. So now when you're around, the dog doesn't dig. As soon as you're gone, it does. It's the same thing when correcting growling. The dog might go, well, maybe I could get away with it. Maybe worse that happens is they yell. So when you start providing a consequence they care about, now we start making real progress. Now, are there other steps that we could take here? Absolutely. What is triggering the growling? Is it when they walk across, the hallway? Is it when they go toward the dog? Is it when they move away from the dog? All this kind of develops our strategy a little bit. So if it's a case where the dog's reactive as the child walks towards it, I might practice the child walking toward the dog and the dog not reacting, and the dog learning how to not look at the child and just ignore it. And you'd be amazed how much progress we can make over time. But what we're trying to tell the dog is your job is not to guard the house from the children. Your job is to ignore them. Let them be. Not your job. We don't need you on guard duty protecting my house from my own children. Hopefully this is making sense. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please let me know and I'll be happy to discuss this further. But that's the concept, and we do it enough, it starts to work. It really does. Other things we can consider here is it a particular area the dog is guarding, and is it because the dog believes that area is theirs? And there might be certain steps we can take to prevent that. Maybe the dog's not allowed in that area until we give permission. Maybe we limit the dog to that area till the kids are comfortable, they're able to move by and the dog don't care. Then the dog's allowed into the troublesome spot. I don't know. You tell me. But that's what we're looking at here, kind of like as a 30,000 foot broad overview of the entire picture. Okay? Hopefully that helps.